Hey everyone! Today we're going to learn about a beginner back bend. This is what won the pole tutorial in my Facebook group, and I do that every week. So I'm going to show you a back bend that is very commonly done in classes, but I'm going to show you how to tweak it so that you are getting your optimal body alignment in it. All right, so all you need is enough space for yourself. You can have a mat if you want for a little extra cushioning, but you don't need one for learning this back bend. So in yoga classes, we often do a upward dog or a cobra pose. So I'm going to show you the basics of a cobra pose today. So you're gonna have to start down on your belly. So when you get down, you're going to point your toes like a ballerina. Doing that helps your legs to stay really strong in the pose, and you're going to push the tops of your feet down so strongly that your kneecaps lift off the floor, so that they're not here. When your kneecaps are off the floor, they're really strongly engaged and your legs stay strong. Then you're going to think of your pelvic tilt. So you can tilt your pelvis this way or this way. For this back bend, you want to tilt your pelvis this way. So you want to think of your tailbone coming down towards the floor and squeezing your bum. Then you're going to have your hands right underneath your shoulders. You're going to keep your feet super strong, making sure your kneecaps are not on the floor. You're going to make sure your tailbone is facing towards the floor with your bum engaged. Then you're going to bring your shoulders up and back, thinking of your elbows tied behind your back, because oftentimes they want to come out to the side. So just imagine like your elbows are tied. Then you're going to lift your chest. So you could stay nice and low down here. This is a really good beginner one. And this is really good too, because your hands are on the floor. You're thinking of pulling the floor towards you so your chest comes further forward. Oftentimes we see people doing this in the pose. So doing this might feel easier, but your alignment is not as good. As you might be able to see in my upper back, my shoulders are rounding forward. My upper back is pretty straight, and the majority of the bend is in my lower back. My bum's not really engaged and my kneecaps are on the floor. So that means I lost all of the engagement in my lower body, and the back bend is actually not as good as that one when I was all the way down here. So down here, my kneecaps are off the floor, my bum is engaged, my elbows are pretending like they're tied behind my back. Then I'm coming up and pulling the floor towards me. Doing that, the bend is more even throughout my spine, and pulling the floor towards me is engaging my lats. If you feel like you can keep all that engagement, then you can come up, but instead of hanging out in your arms, once again, you're still thinking of your elbows being tied behind your back. You're still pulling the floor towards you, so your chest is coming forward and your kneecaps are still lifting off of the floor. And you can hold that for as long as you like. Then when you decide to come out of the back bend, you can come all the way down. You can rest your head, bend your knees, and let your feet swish from side to side. Doing that can release the low back if it felt like a lot of tension and muscular engagement. And whenever you want to come up, I always like to come up through table pose. So it's really easy for ourselves to want to lean into our joints in this back bend. It's super common. As a yoga teacher, I've seen it countless times. When I started practicing, I did it a lot. But yeah, if you want to progress in your back bend and make your back bends deeper and more even throughout your entire spine, you want to continue to remember that motion of pulling the floor towards you and keeping your elbows like they are tied behind your back. So your lats engage on your back. Doing the leaning into your joints kind of tricks your mind into thinking, oh, I'm deeper in the pose, but you're actually not. So try to let that go. And if that means that your pose is way lower, try to remember that your bend is more even throughout your back. So to review, you're pointing your feet like a ballerina and pressing the tops of your feet down. That's going to make your kneecaps lift off the floor. Then you are trying to tilt your pelvis so that your tailbone is coming down towards the floor and you're squeezing your bum. That's going to protect your low back. Then your hands are under your shoulders, thinking of your elbows tied behind your back. Then as you come up any amount, it doesn't have to be all the way up, you're pulling the floor towards you instead of pushing the floor away from you. All right, well, I hope that's helpful. If you want to be a part of the tutorials and have your say of what these tutorial videos are about, you can join my Facebook group and I will happily film the tutorials that you vote for. All right, I hope that was helpful and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.